Okay, hi. I am making this video for the viewers on a request by Aditya from Kerala, Kozi. His question was that how to overcome the black patches under the skirt of a cylinder head. So what I usually do is, this is my way of understanding, and find it to be more interesting. So what I usually do is, I take a vernier and take a measurement of it. So now it shows the thickness is 5 mm of the gap, and take a bore and check the gap. So the gap between the cylinder head and the bore is 1.5 mm. So this thickness is taken care by the gasket. Now, just to give you a live feel of the thickness for the copper sandwich gasket is exactly 1.3 mm. So earlier, what I have noticed earlier, some great mechanics, or the great technicians per se, technicians used to have this bolt removed, the center bolt of a cylinder head, and have the cylinder head placed and rotate it just like this, and then check the clearance where the cylinder head is actually kissing. Now if you see, this was absolutely clean, and this region is actually kissing the top end. It was because my hand had a different weight at one side, so that's the reason it started kissing one end. But usually what I prefer to do is apply the paste all over here, and then also apply a little bit paste in this cut. Not necessarily every time it is required, but since you feel that this might break it, I usually do it when I don't get a gasket for the sandwich gasket. But if I get a company gasket, it is utterly a waste material, a black cylinder head, because it tends to uh, break in between with the pressure. So I usually do it for. Unfortunately, this cylinder head had, when it came to me, it's a 2005 Electra, when it came to me just 2 days before the lockdown, the great mm, personality who had fixed this engine earlier had actually applied a araldite over here in this cut, and also on the cylinder head, because it was a company gasket, head gasket kit which was used, and it is not copper, it was uh, aluminum chip, or maybe the dust filled compressed gasket. And unfortunately it was all leaking. It leaked, not leaking, it leaked. And when I got it in hand, I just did my homework and I tried breaking. When I was breaking the engine apart, I found a lot of aerolite fixed, and it was a surprise for me that how come an experienced technician could use head gasket over I mean like aerolite for as a sealant. And this so what we can do another way is that since this the bore kit is 0.5 mm thicker, bigger than the thing, so the best way of avoiding to have that kind of a leakage is you can also reduce this half here for this, and bring it to the equal ratio, or maybe bring it 0.75 and create a perfect gap, so so that this gasket, the sandwich gasket, can easily compress to, since it is a thickness of 1.2 or 3 it will compress properly and close the gap, and it will not leak until unless you again break the cylinder head open in your